Check, check, check. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? How's my mic sound? Am I crisp? Am I clear? Hold on, let me make sure. Yep, Eddie, we're in this bitch. I got Brian Kirshner in his car in the queue, just marinating right now. My apologies, sir, Squire, because I forgot that we were talking golf today. Did anybody else remember? Hold on, I just have a hilarious development, by the way. Steak is in the mod channel of our Discord. By the way, we're old, we're boomers, and we don't really know technology very well. Steak is like on another level. Not that he's like totally useless, like Steak can help you if needed, but he can help you get someone to help. Like if your ship is sinking, Steak is not going to help fix that hole, okay? But he'll find somebody that can. This is hilarious in the mod channel, watching Steak try to figure out how to give a mod title to someone so they can prevent bots or ban bots that come in. This is really great. So it's unfortunate that it just started happening as we started stream because I kind of want to watch how it plays out. Nevertheless, we're going to get right to it. That's right, Jesus. We do have golf talk. What's up, Ron Mux? How we doing? Bad guy. Manny Jackson says, I wrote this song. No, you didn't. I actually can find out who wrote that song. I need to go to Soundstripe and tip that person because they did a great job. What's up, Alex? Tuesdays and Wednesdays suck during the NFL season. They don't suck as much when you have Brian K coming on to talk ball. So without further ado, let's get him in here. Nice and teal and turquoise as usual. How are your Miami Dolphins?
Yeah, not great after week one.
Nice haircut. Did you get a haircut?
Like a week ago.
Yeah, you look kind of. Oh, I didn't see you because we didn't talk golf.
I haven't seen you in a bit.
You look kind of military-ish.
Can you tell anything? Go to the other Zoom. Can you tell anything different about today?
Your sunroof is closed?
No. Different car.
Oh, different car.
Yeah, I'm in my dad's car today.
Oh, very nice. What does he have?
He has a Honda Accord too. We're a Honda Accord family. I have like a 2005 Honda Accord. He has like a 2020 Honda Accord. His is way better.
Honda.
By the way.
Why is it way better? It just has like more features.
Yeah, just like way nicer. Obviously, I mean, there's a 15-year difference. So yeah, we're enjoying ourselves in the new car. They're on a baseball trip on the West Coast. So I have OC for the week. But
your parents are?
Yeah, they went to the Dodgers Stadium, they went to Anaheim, and now they're going down to San Diego.
Very nice. What a trip.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, they've been betting first fives and stuff.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't.
No. I think my dad tailed Steak on no grand slam for a pretty big number.
We've kind of given up on baseball, but do you prefer this view, by the way, over this one?
You can go close. Yeah, it's fine.
No, what do you want? What do you want?
Well, this is fine.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
I did start to dabble in baseball yesterday. I listened to you're not a Barstool guy, but I think you know of some Barstool people.
I would say I'm a Barstool guy.
Oh, okay. So I never listened to the Yak.
I don't listen to that.
Yeah, not necessarily my thing. I got no beef with anybody who does, if that's what you like to put on in your ears throughout the day, but I don't really have an interest in that as much. Not that I don't like those guys, but they have athletes on. And so they're in Chicago now. One of the offices is the one that they do the Yak with Big Cat. And I saw them tweet that they had two players for the Rays in, Jake Mangum, and Shane Baz. And they were on the show, and Jake was talking about how he's back in Chicago. His dad played for the Bears. He went to the Bears-Vikings game on Monday Night Football. They honored his dad or his team or something. He was born in Chicago. So now this is my first baseball bet in some weeks. I'm just taking Jake Mangum to do something in Chicago. He's there for 6 days. He plays the White Sox and then the Cubs. Off to a bad start. Yeah. So I think I lost like $200 last night on Jake Mangum, but I said I'm going to
$200.
Yeah, well, it's like that's 2 units.
What did you bet 2 units on?
Well, I spread it out. I bet 1 unit on his hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5. He only had 1 hit. He didn't have anything else. Then I bet half a unit on him to get 2 hits. He only had 1 hit, so that didn't work. And then I bet like $10, 0.1 unit on a bunch of other stupid things.
Yeah, it seems like a lot. That seems like a lot of units.
Yeah, that was stupid. But here's the problem. I've already committed. I said, listen, do you know what martingaling is? Do you know what that means?
No, not really.
Oh, I figured you might have, but it's a betting term. And basically what it means is like you're going to keep doubling down.
Yeah, I've done that on roulette.
There you go.
It can't possibly be red 5 times in a row.
Exactly. So But I'm not necessarily going to double my units. What I'm really going to do is just keep betting him. So maybe I didn't use Martingale in the correct way. But yeah, so that's it for me for baseball. Otherwise, I'm totally tapped out. I will say though, it's still fun to kind of follow from the sideline. Like my Rays are kind of in it. Do you care about the Mets right now?
I am more of a Yankees fan than a Mets fan, but I'm not going to act like I'm a massive Yankee fan. I like to see the Yankees do well. My dad's a diehard fan. The Mets, now that they have Steve Cohen, less so. I like going to Mets games. I don't root against the Mets. I'm not a hardcore fan of either team, but I prefer the Yankees over the Mets.
So this is news to me.
We've had this conversation before, but it's okay.
Okay, fine. Anyways, have you enjoyed having a couple weeks off of golf?
Yeah, I
Because
have.
yeah,
It's crazy how much money you have in your bank account when you stop betting. Like it's actually absurd how that works. There's like some weird thing going on where when you don't
math.
bet and lose $400 a week on golf, you have more money in your bank. It's absurd. I don't really know how it happens, but that's what's been going on.
But imagine if you were still betting, but you knew ball and you were locked in and you were in the lab and you fucking hit winners.
Well, there's no lab to be in. There's no golf. There hasn't been any golf going on.
Oh, that's
So,
true. Are you in the Ryder Cup lab?
well, yeah. So I'm doing a live. You can come if you want. I doubt you will. I'm doing a live
When?
podcast with Hunter Mahan outside the Ryder Cup Thursday of Ryder Cup week.
What date is that?
Thursday the 25th.
I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, it's like a work event, but it's open to the public. There'll be a bunch of people there. So I'm pretty like I'm like kind of nervous about it. Like it's been keeping me up at night, but it will be fine, I guess.
Why do you not have confidence in yourself as a golf
Because
podcaster?
I'm gonna be I'm not used to public speaking. I don't like like not that I have an issue with public speaking, but I haven't public spoke in a long time. I'm gonna be up there with a 3-time Ryder Cupper in front of like 100 people, like talking about golf. Like it's just a little stressful.
So even though, no, I understand, but like public speaking, I guess is a little bit different. Even though you do a golf show where thousands of people listen,
Yeah,
it's different because they're not right there in front of you.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually never really thought about that. I'm pretty good at public speaking, but it would still make me a little nervous. You know what I'm bad at? I'm bad at recordings.
Like your 2-minute videos.
Yeah, I'm not good at
Like
those.
how many takes?
Um, some of them I can do in like 3 to 4, but some of them take. You think that's a lot or a little?
Yeah, that's a lot
3 to 4 takes?
on a 2-minute video.
Bro, 2 minutes is a long time. You got to keep in mind though, it's not like if I don't know what to say, I say the wrong thing, if that makes sense. Like when it's recorded,
Do you
I
cut
know
it?
sometimes, yeah, but not all the time because I like it to be a little bit more. I like it to have some flow, but even if I cut it up, my recorded videos are, if you saw them and then you saw me do live, it's night and day. I suck at a recorded video.
Well, you've been killing them, dude. I've been really proud of you.
You like them?
Yeah, they're good.
Thank you. I appreciate
Like
that.
I don't agree with your JJ McCarthy stuff, but sure, yeah.
Well, so you don't agree with the stuff.
Like I think you should be a fan of him. Like I think that given the adversity he faced in game one, I feel like you would love that he came back and shoved it down everyone's throat.
You didn't watch my video.
I did kind of.
I literally said that he earned my respect and I'm no longer a hater.
But you said you're not joining the bandwagon.
No.
Okay.
I can't do that. That's like, I think it's one thing.
I mean, what do you think about how every single person in the world was shitting on this guy for the entirety of the game and he came back and won the game? Like, should there be any accountability there? Do you think those people deserve to get dunked on? Like, were they right in the moment? Like, where do you stand on that? Because that's where, like, I just feel like people aren't held accountable for their takes.
Honestly, I'm shell shocked right now. Like, you're not going to give me any credit. I kind of think that was the whole point of my video. The first thing I did when I woke up was acknowledge that I was a member of the JJ McCarthy hate club until seeing what he did last night. And now I am off, and I gave him his credit and respect. Not one other person that I saw shitting on him did that.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not making this
No,
about
but
you.
that's
I'm
my
just
whole
saying
point.
in general.
You have a good point. I can't stand when the talking heads in the sports world are wrong about something and then they move on. Like Colin Cowherd will be way off on something. You'll never hear him acknowledge it later. I did it right. The first one, crack of dawn. But crack of dawn. I didn't even shower. I didn't even put water on my face. I had to go move my car, make sure I didn't get a ticket before 8 a.m. And I said, listen, I'm going to record a video, get it out there into the universe and let everybody know, hey, I was wrong. I'm sorry. He deserved my respect. And you didn't even give me any credit. Meanwhile, you're acknowledging the problem that I'm trying to
Why is
address.
this nothing to do with you?
It has everything to do to me. I'm exactly the type of person that you just said. You said people were shitting on him the whole offseason. He went out there and he shoved.
I was saying mid-game. I'm saying mid-game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I really had nothing to do with you. Like, I liked your video. Like, I'm happy you took accountability. Like,
thank you.
It's fine. I didn't know your JJ McCarthy takes leading into the year.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a JJ McCarthy guy.
Truly, like, did not know that. Straight up.
Okay.
I did not write that down in my notebook. I wasn't aware of your takes on it.
Well, that's okay.
Genuinely.
I mean, you tune in. I never know when you're tuning in or when you're lurking or when you're in the chat telling people to like and subscribe, which I appreciate that you do, by the way. It's very nice of you to do that. While you're in here, make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and sub.
On YouTube. Like and sub. Appreciate it. DJen sent me, what does it say? Daily JJM training videos of bad throws in camp.
That's great. That's like deep level hating.
Well, listen, I want to make it clear. It wasn't a personal thing. I like there's players or people like I really truly despise. JJ seems like a nice kid. I just did not think, and I made this super clear. Year one, JJ McCarthy, I'm fading. Like long term, could be a good player and a good quarterback, especially in that system.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like, I don't know. I was impressed by the guy, but I didn't have any. I'm not a huge college fan. Like, I wasn't like watching the game like holy. Like, I just am addicted to Twitter, and I was scrolling, and every single tweet was like, "This guy fucking sucks," and then he won the game, and I just thought that was funny. Like, it was just an interesting dynamic.
It is. Can I show you something real quick, and then we'll move on. But not that I'm trying to rush you off. I don't have steak up here, so you're more than welcome. This is literally the kind of stuff I love. Can you see that? Can you kind of see that?
This is what I want out of my QB pure competitor. Yeah, he kind of looks like LeBron on the
Oh God, stop that.
No, but, when like LeBron's like looking
do you
down.
See that face?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I see
that's the shit. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's the shit that makes him move. That fires me the fuck up. That young kid out there, first start on the road, is out there looking like a demon. I'm fired up. And who
do they have next week?
And so I'll do a 180 just like that. If I just see it, and hand up, I'm wrong. Don't you like that kind of accountability?
I do. I like that from you. I wanted it from the other people on Twitter. I just feel like okay.
Lead by example.
They have Atlanta next week.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, I might nuke Atlanta, honestly. I only bet one NFL game this week. I was very proud of myself. I bet $20 on the Ravens. Went to bed before the game. What time did you go to bed? When did you go to bed that game?
Dude, if I showed you when I've been falling asleep, you wouldn't believe me. That was Sunday night. I think I watched the first quarter.
That's it.
I think but
like you weren't even like, oh, this game's over, I'm going to bed. You were just like, I'm going to bed.
No, I can't even tell you when I go to bed because I just fall asleep when I can fall asleep. Brian, you have to understand something, dude.
You're old.
Well, I'm old, but also I think I've already told you this. Damn it, I was trying to find my sleep efficiency. Oh yeah, I woke up at 4:30. That wasn't a bad night. I told you my dog has been waking up every hour and a half, 2 hours. So I haven't slept more than 6 hours straight in like 3 weeks. So what's happening is I've been laying on the couch and I've been getting so tired I fall asleep in like 20 minutes. It can be 7:30, it can be 10 o'clock. I just fall asleep. So it sucked. That was a really long day too. I went out and watched football. I did a
Yeah.
morning stream.
What was with the Coors Light? What's with the Coors Light? You've shit on me for drinking Coors Light. You were drinking a Coors Light.
I did not shit on you for drinking a Coors
You
Light.
have. You definitely have made fun of me liking light beer. So don't even try and deny that.
No, I don't think. I think no, 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 no. Hold on. All you drink when you go out is Bud Light and Coors Light, and that is like 23-year-old behavior. Aren't you in your late 20s?
Yeah.
You know what this is what it's like, and it's okay. My sister, when she was a kid, all she ate was chicken fingers and ketchup. It's okay when you're 6 years old. When you're 18 and you go to a Mexican restaurant and you're asking for the chicken tenders, it's a little embarrassing. It's like, hey, can you grow up a little bit? So all I'm saying is like, you're out of that phase where it's like, hey, you can get something a little bit more sophisticated.
So
Like
what was your
every
thought
now and
process getting the Coors Light?
oh, let me tell you what my thought process was, buddy. Steak earmuffs. Steak owns a bar that doesn't have fucking CO2. I got a vodka Sprite. It was flat. I got a rum and Diet Coke. It was flat. So then I got a beer. I actually got a Stella for my second beer, but their options are Heineken, Corona, Coors Light, Stella, and like that's it. So I said, fuck it. I'll just take a Coors Light. The mountains are blue. But Steaks
So it
bar.
wasn't first option.
No, it wasn't my first option, but I took it. I took it. Yeah, I took it. It wasn't my favorite though. I'm not going to do this, but I would have probably written a review if it wasn't Steaks Bar. So he's gonna have to tighten that up, especially on NFL Sunday Week 1. I actually went to a 7-Eleven and bought my own canned Diet Coke to have it with rum later.
Nice.
Yeah, need a little caffeine, a little pick me up. I've been struggling, but then I went to my grandparents' 50-year wedding anniversary, which was quite nice. Isn't this random? I had a margarita at an Italian restaurant. Isn't that weird?
Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
good.
I'm glad you had a good time. That's great.
Thank you. And then I went home. I saw the beginning of the game, and then I passed out. I think I saw the Bills scored first. I think.
Correct. So you missed, like, I was tired, and once they scored that touchdown to get to 40 points, I was like, okay, this is over. I want to go to bed. But the worst part is I couldn't even sleep because I can't sleep. So I was just laying in bed, and I could have been watching the game. But I'm not too upset.
Why can't you sleep? You have sleeping problems?
No, yeah. It takes a while for me to fall asleep. Once I fall asleep, I wake up 8 hours later. But
yeah,
it takes a while for me to fall asleep, unfortunately.
Why does Steak say he's unemployed? He's a fucking boss. Perfect rotation. Listen, I like that Steak is his own person. He's an interesting individual. He's kind of strange in some ways, and that's fine. We love him for that. I don't know. I think it's very stupid, and I think that he's not going to do that anymore. I don't know where he found that to be funny, to be an unemployed scammer, probably mucking it up with the shitheads in here like Snidesy and Fat Girls. But I think we moved past that. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Sure, there you go. Calling Steak strange when you wear wrist straps is an insane statement. Thinking it's strange to wear wrist straps when you have carpal tunnel because you're fucking
sure
carrying literally the stream wouldn't turn on if it wasn't for me. I do the graphics, I do the music, I got the notification on Twitch, I got YouTube running. By the way, does Steak even know that a fucking graphic has to be uploaded manually in YouTube? You have to turn monetization on. Does anybody know any of this? You got to send the link. You know what that means? You got to use your fucking wrist. Okay, my wrist is falling off, and if I don't have my wrist, you don't have a fucking stream. Okay, so how about, you know what's strange? You calling my wrist brace out. That's what's fucking strange. Why don't you come at me with some better bullets? Fucker. Yeah. Yeah, at least Steak knows it. That's okay. Like I said, that's like even in betting. If you bet like a square or your chalk better, if you acknowledge it, I don't care.
I
don't care. My NFL Sunday was awful. We have our newsletter, by the way. My best bet was the Detroit Lions. They got killed. Steak had the Miami Dolphins. That was the worst bet of the weekend.
That was awful. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was a bad one. And then Greg had the Steelers minus 2.5.
Did that cover?
No, it didn't cover. They won by 2. Yeah. So we went 0-3. We were really bad in NFL last year. We were pretty good in college, but we got to get right. So what made you bet the Ravens, just out of curiosity?
My friend told me the Sharps were on them. Bills seem too easy. I truly don't care. $20. I'm betting it. Didn't bet all day. That was it. That was it. And it was the right side. It was literally the right side. So I'm picking.
If Shady Beef shamed you for betting $20, would you take it seriously?
I don't give a fuck. I've lost fucking 10 grand this year. Like I'll fucking bet however much I want. I literally don't give a single fuck.
No, I like that answer. I'm just kidding. Okay, why don't we talk
There's
some
golf.
golf? Yeah, there is golf, but thank you
So
for chopping it up.
So just as there are some swing season events. The regular season ended, and now there are some events in the fall, and then it will pick back up regular season on the new year. So this is the first event of the fall swing. It's called the Procore Championship. It used to be the Fortinet. It used to be the Safeway. They've gone through a ton of different sponsors. It's absolutely a slapdick event. However, given that the Ryder Cup is in 2 weeks, Keegan basically made all of the Ryder Cup players on the American side play this event to stay competitively sharp for the Ryder Cup
I like
in
that.
2.5 weeks. Because in Rome, the last Ryder Cup, which was away, all of the Europeans played Wentworth, which is the best DP World Tour event, and they all played really well. And Americans didn't play since the Tour Championship, and a month later they played the Ryder Cup. So this is basically a new thing the Americans are doing to try and stay competitively sharp. All the groupings are together for the Ryder Cup in a week and a half.
Hold on a second. Why are there live guys in here?
You're looking at the wrong event.
Oh, okay.
That's PG. It's called the Procore Championship. You're looking at BMW Wentworth.
Got it. Okay.
Which is another great event this week that I'll be betting.
That's the same week?
Correct. There's 2 good events this week. Okay. All the European players are playing on the DP World Tour, which is the European Tour, to prep for the Ryder Cup, and all the Americans are playing the Procore Championship to prep for the Ryder Cup.
Oh, that got it. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just say this. I like the move by
Great move.
Keegan.
Great.
Good move. And
I think it was like a collective thing. Like, I think after Rome, the Americans were like, yeah, we probably should have fucking played competitive golf before the Ryder Cup. Like, I don't think Keegan was like, you have to play. Like, I think it was a group decision.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, sometimes we see these teams get a bye and you think, oh, they're rested. They have an extra week to prepare, blah, blah, blah. And then they get slapped in the fucking face, punched in the mouth. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If Keegan says, hey, you guys are going to play competitive golf before the Ryder Cup, you know what I think that means? I think that means someone in this tournament who would be like a teacher's pet is going to be the one to show up and show out.
I am more of the thought that a Ryder Cup player is not going to win this week.
Why?
Because they're not going into it as a regular tournament. They're going into it as preparation for another tournament. And all of these guys that are on the team, it was a big effort and mental strain for them to make the Ryder Cup team. Now they've made the Ryder Cup team, and that weight is kind of lifted off their shoulder to a certain extent. And actually, usually President's Cup and Ryder Cup years in the fall, a bunch of guys that were snubs that could have been on the team win. So I'm actually doing the complete opposite and targeting American golfers that potentially could have been on the team that are motivated that they didn't make it. That is my angle this week.
I don't like it.
Okay, no beef. It's fine.
I don't like your angle. I think I think this is going to be. You just said you said this is the slapdick events of slapdick events, right?
It's not great.
And now you got the captain of the Ryder Cup saying, hey, fuckers, you're not going to sit around with your thumb up your ass. Get out there and play some golf. Stay competitive. You don't think this is going to be a teacher's pet?
I mean, like, I one of them obviously could win, but I feel good about not betting them.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, and this is the last time I'm ever going to say this. This is where Colin Morikawa wins.
It's not. It's absolutely not.
Why?
Not. It's not. It just stopped.
Okay, but hold on. I'm not defending Colin Morikawa. This isn't. Does this even count on your record if you win?
Yeah, it's a PGA Tour win.
Do you win money?
Yes, you win money.
Well, you're talking to me like these fucking guys don't want to win money or don't want to win. You think because they're on the Ryder Cup, they're going to play this and not try to win? I think that is a terrible angle.
I'm not going to say they're not going to try and win, but it's different than them showing up to the Open Championship. It just is.
Exactly. That's my whole point. It is different because when you show up to the Open Championship, you can't poop your pants. When you show up to the Pro Cur Championship, everybody's got diapers on. You're going to tell me Morikawa can't win this event?
I will say Morikawa cannot win this event, and he won't win this event.
Tell me what.
Also, it's not a good course for him at all. This is like a putting contest.
Okay, that was my next question.
It's a putting contest. It's drive it wherever the fuck you want and make a ton of putts and have a bunch of wedges in. It's pretty easy. It's not, a super difficult event. You just got to get super hot with the putter.
Real quick, DGen, JJ draft jersey here. Holy shit. He is him. Steak has to be rock hard. Also, Kirsch, avid PGA Tour follower, weekly pod watcher. Love the content. BK, when I went to Detroit for the draft 2 years ago with Steak and his crew, we met this guy. He actually went viral on ESPN's account. He was wearing a JJ McCarthy jersey before the Vikings drafted JJ McCarthy, I think, or something like that. And I took a picture of him because I saw him at a craps table or a blackjack table at the casino in Detroit. And so this is the guy.
Sick. I'm glad he likes my content.
You just said he's a fuck. Yeah. Can you be a little fucking nicer? Like, thanks, man.
Dude, I appreciate it. Like, glad you're a loyal TIV listener.
You're a fucking dick. You didn't appreciate any of that fucking story. This guy came out of his fucking way to say, hey, a little acknowledgement to JJ and then say he loves your content. Anyways,
no, I love you.
Such a prick. Good to see you, Thiessen. Thanks for being in here. Yep, BK hates his fans confirmed. Anyways, no, BK doesn't hate his fans. I've seen him meet his fans in person, and he's nice. I also have seen BK be a superstar in the tent at UBS Arena. Guy was walking out there like he's fucking shaking hands, signing tits. You really did. You had a permanent marker.
That was funny.
You signed a set of tits nonstop. Me and Ian were like, hey, Brian, we're over here. Don't forget about us. Whenever they start carrying your. Anyways,
I'm pumped for the Isles. I cannot wait for NHL to come back. Cannot wait.
Yeah, you're excited for some really below average hockey from the team in Long Island.
Let's make a bet. It's fine.
I don't want to make a fucking bet on the
Rangers. It's fine.
Let's get back to golf for a second. Okay, so Scotty is 210. If anybody is betting Scotty Scheffler to win this tournament at plus 210, you're not invited. You're not invited to the cookout.
Yeah. Okay. I do not think Scotty will win this week.
Okay. But in all seriousness, I actually think this will be a Patrick Cantlay or a Colin Morikawa victory.
Okay, that's fine. Colin's not winning. Cantlay I have zero beef with. Cantlay's been playing some solid golf. He's working with a new putting coach. He's really good in California.
Sorry, not to interrupt you. I appreciate you co-signing that. Mav McNeely got snubbed, didn't he?
I bet Mav, dude.
I know you did.
He's had a runner-up here.
Angle. Okay.
He's had a runner-up here.
So they play this course every year?
Yes.
Okay. So I got another guy. How about Homa?
Yeah, he's awful. He's awful at golf. I mean, he's won here twice. Like, come on. His golf skill compared to his odds is a massive delta this week.
I remember there was a time when DJ said he was going to stop making stupid bets, and now he's talking about Morikawa winning a golf tournament. I understand, but this is like the biggest joke of a tournament of the year.
It's a bad course. Stop.
Okay, fine. I'm not trying. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny.
What do you think about Sam Burns? Sam Burns, if I had to pick a Ryder Cup guy, it'd be Sam Burns.
He's too tough for this course.
What does that mean?
He's too tough for a tournament like this. He's not winning slapdick. Sam Burns is not a slapdick tournament winner.
All his wins are slapdick wins.
That's not true.
He's won the Valspar twice, Sanderson Farms.
There's a fucking rattlesnake when you enter the Valspar. Isn't it called the snake pit? You're telling me slapdick golfers?
It's not that much of a okay. He has some slapdick wins. He's never won a big event. So.
Okay, fine. Listen, you're never going to have me say I don't like Burns unless he's like the most tipped guy. Is he the most tipped guy?
No.
I love Sam Burns. That's a great wager. Okay, let's keep moving. You don't like Homa. You know I always got to point out some random fucking name on here that's getting odds respect. Who is Jackson Coyven?
He is not a professional golfer. He's an amateur golfer. He's like a freshman in college.
So this guy 55-1, basically you're telling me he's the next Aldrich Potgieter.
I think that's a bit disrespectful to Jackson Coyven.
Why? You think he's
Jackson Coyven's like had one of the best college seasons of all time. He just went 3-0 at the Walker Cup. He's dead. He has no fucking chance to win, but like he's a very good golfer. If you bet him, you lost your mojo.
But Potgieter won a tournament.
Okay, it was a slapdick event. He missed like half his cuts. He's not like a great fucking golfer.
I'm just saying he's won something. Koivu hasn't won fucking anything. He's had a great
He's in college.
How old is Potgieter? 20?
Yeah, but he didn't go to the conventional route.
Oh, what did he do?
Quantitative eating, you don't know ball. It's okay though.
That's crazy.
He's one of my favorite. I love.
No, I like quantitative too. He's a good guy, but yeah, apparently that's a shit wager. It's comparing Ace Bailey to Cooper Flagg. Interesting. BK has no idea what that means.
I don't know who Ace Bailey is. I know Cooper Flagg. I don't know who
Ace Bailey played at Rutgers. You should know that as a fucking New York ball.
True, my bad. W.
Grazerman?
On him.
Yeah, I knew you would be. I knew you fucking would be. Oh my god.
American snub. He was snubbed from the Ryder Cup.
He wasn't really snubbed.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Like anybody that wins this fall was a Ryder Cup snub. Okay, just putting that out there. I love Grays. He's been shit. He finished runner-up at Rocket. On him, heartbreaker. But this is a great course for him. Drive it wherever you want. Get super hot with the putter. Ton of wedges. Love Grays this week. 60-1, all over it.
All right, I actually have two guys that I like, and I'm not being silly. Feels like a course David Thompson can win a golf tournament.
Medium on it. Like
he seems like semi. He seems like semi wannabe patriotic hardo kid.
I also don't have any beef because he was snubbed from the Ryder Cup team.
No, he wasn't. You say that about everybody?
He thinks it. He thinks it in his head. So
that's what I'm saying, because he's hardo patriotic guy. Yeah,
he's definitely MAGA.
Alex Smalley. No,
he just says no. He's one of the most gutless people on the entire PGA Tour.
You're the type of tournament that you're telling me this is sounds like the type of tournament Alex Smalley can win. Anyways, I'll give you one more guy. Luke Clanton. Not good.
He's been awful. I'm vicking Clanton hard. I told everyone this guy, he sucks. You're overrating him. He shouldn't be these odds, and now he's 100-1 in this field. So I feel pretty good about my Clanton takes.
If this is the only bet you hit, does it count?
Yeah, it obviously fucking counts. But I'm probably gonna bet it to win like $100.
You could bet like $25.
And like that, I'm like if I hit this week betting the lowest amount I've ever bet to win, I wouldn't even be that upset.
So BK, tell us the card.
Mav, Ryder Cup snub, Cali guy, something to prove. Akshay, 35. He's most tipped. I have some FOMO there, but he has been playing well, and I think this is a good course for him. He's a good power putter. Grazerman, 60. Again, elite wedge putter guy. He's had some time off. Who knows what he's been doing? Hopefully he's been grinding. And then Michael Bjornsson. I'm going 4 Americans that were not on the Ryder Cup team, but in some world, potentially they could have been in the conversation at one point ever. Okay. A Ryder Cup player is not winning. One of my guys is winning. That's how I feel this week.
Last question. How about Patrick Fishburne?
Why'd you say his name?
Just an interesting name. I haven't seen his name before. Who is he? Who's Patrick?
He's on the chart.
Oh, he is?
Because he finished top 5 here last year, had him, and he had a really good result at the Wyndham, which was, at this point, a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting reports that he's 3rd most tipped.
Okay. I just see a bunch of names that recognizable. Kuchar, Woodland. I'm not saying they're great golfers. It's just names that I've recognized. Taylor Moore, Cam Champ, and then all of a sudden it's some fucking guy named Patrick Fishburne.
Yeah. He's a driver putter. Like he could fuck here.
Patrick Fishburne is a guy who definitely cheats on his taxes.
Maybe. He seems like he's a Mormon. I don't think he would do that.
Oh.
And also, Fish, he's American. He was snubbed from the Ryder Cup team. So I like it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Are you going to bet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I no, in all seriousness, I mean, look, like I think Morikawa is going to win this week. I'm not going to bet him. I'm not going to bet him. And then if he wins and you told me not to bet him, I'm never ever.
No, he's going to make a birdie on Thursday. You'll be like, oh, you told me
Yeah.
he's not going to win. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, it's fucking Thursday.
He's going to be, he's 25-1. He's going to be 14-1 live after he starts 2 under through 3. I'm probably going to take him. And then he's going to double bogey.
We need to get on Colin's good side because he needs to play well at Bethpage.
Thiessen is saying, please take Koiven. Fishburne first round leader. No, what about gotta go Keith Mitchell first round leader, right? BK deserves it after the no chance comment for a wine tour event.
What's a wine? Jackson Koiven is not. He just came off a huge week at the Walker Cup. Like, okay, it's fine.
I'll tell you the card. I like Mav. I do like Mav. Little obvious because he's like the best snub.
He's not on a chart.
Wow, that's
no
crazy.
Chart.
Okay, all right. Homa's not good at golf, but could be Homa. I don't think I'm going to bet Homa. I think maybe Davis Thompson. I got to look into his recent form.
Pull up his data golf page.
I got to pull up his data golf. I don't hate Alex Smalley.
Okay, fine. Nobody.
And you don't really like anybody down at the bottom, so there's no point in talking about it. Okay, are we talking football? We're about to talk football. BK.
Okay, good luck football. I love my fans.
All right, BK. Thanks for hanging out for 35 minutes talking slapdick tournaments. All right. Good job, BK, as always. Thank you very much. I mean, I can't tell you that I really love anything this week necessarily, but I think I'm gonna wager. I think I'm gonna wager. And it's hard to get excited about this, isn't it? It's hard to get excited about this golf tournament. But Ryder Cup coming up. I mean, I'll tell you right now. It's hard to look at those rosters and not think that Europe is going to fuck us up. DJ, you hit the waiver wire? No, I haven't. And I probably should. Let me tell you guys my team real quick. You want to talk fantasy for a minute and then we'll talk NFL? There is no stake today. Stake's going to be on tomorrow. And then we are doing our Degenerate Hour on the Pickett YouTube channel, diving into all things Commanders and Packers. By the way, I kind of like the Commanders. We will still, because we got to talk football. It's football season. I do want to run through the NFL games with you guys and talk a few ideas, a few thoughts. Okay. That's at least something we can do. I'll give you what I've got in my beaten down brain. But let me hold on. Dejan, are you a DFS player at all? Not really. I'm not really a fantasy guy. But let me see here. Okay. I need help. I need help big time. As of right now, these are the problems. This is the problem. My running backs are terrible. I have Jonathan Taylor, who's not bad. But then after that, listen to this. Oh, God, this is not good. Okay. These are my running backs. Jerome Ford, Jaden Blue, Tank Bigsby, Caleb Johnson, and Braylon Allen. That's really bad. My receivers are okay. I have Amon-Ra, who didn't do anything. I have Jalen Waddle, who didn't do anything. I have Deebo Samuel. I have Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is very good. Deebo Samuel is a dog. I have Michael Pittman. I have Brock Bowers. Okay. So and my quarterbacks are Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy. Yeah, dude, you were high at draft. Yeah, get rid of Blue now because he's ass. Holy shit. Right. Yeah, it's not good. But again, I just want you guys to understand it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I'm in the championship every other year. All right. So don't panic too much, although this could be a bad year. Because typically how I win my leagues is I get one or two guys right that nobody else gave a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like when Kyron Williams balled out 2 or 3 years ago, that was my guy. You know, nobody really cared for Jameson Williams last year. I snagged that motherfucker, Bucky Irving. So I need someone. I'm going to be curious about, well, dude, honestly, Cornfields, you know I'm so with you about this. I don't give a flying fuck about anybody else's fantasy team, but people do care. So let me ask you this. I fucked up. I didn't pay attention to the waiver wire. Let me just ask you guys a question. I need a running back. Oh my God, there's nobody. There's Marshawn Lloyd. The fuck is that? Raheem Mostert, Chris Rodriguez. Every single running back on here is projected 0 points. Jaquez Hunter. I guess I can get Sean Tucker. I don't know. Trevor Etienne. I almost thought that said Travis for a second. Yeah. I'm fucked. I looked this morning, bro. It's bad. It's really bad. That's me with Emeka Egbuka. No one liked him. I got him so late. Good for you. You should have been doing this yesterday. I know, man. It's just fantasy is not top of mind. It's not top of mind. I'm thinking spreads. I'm thinking games. I'm thinking teams. I'm thinking, you know what I thought about the entire day yesterday for half a day? Seriously. Brees Hall to lead the league in rushing. That's what I thought about. All right. That's just how my brain is hardwired. I don't think about like, who do I need on the fucking waiver wire? It's just, I get it. And also I'm going to say this, listen, I'm down to be in the sleeper league. I have to look at my team and I don't even know who's on my team. I have to figure that team out too. That team probably sucks. I don't know how I'll stand on this take. Being in more than one fantasy league is stupid. It just is. It's stupid. Okay. I want my squad. I want one set of players. I got two sets of players now. It's all diluted. I'm rooting for everybody. You know, one league I got this guy, and the other league I'm playing against this guy. More than one league in fantasy football is like putting milk in your eggs. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're mixing up your eggs. You're putting milk in them. It's amateur. That's what it is. It's amateur. You need one league. Dedicate yourself to one league, because at the end of the day, you're just rooting for everybody. You know, you're just a fiend. You're rooting for everybody. That's what it is. Is he really? What's up, Pinlin Tuhan? Good morning, DJ and chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Appreciate you. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? I see the chat filling up here. I see YouTube over there hanging out as well. Taj Bradley is pitching. Is that real? It's always fun if you do it with family or friends, especially when you get all together. Yep. If you're over 30, one league is enough. Equity rise knows ball. I use fantasy football to stay in contact with different friend groups. Good point. Very, very fair. Yep. I'm usually in one, but this year I'm in two. Okay. Fair enough. Me too. I'm in two. Don't like it. Somehow you made it worse by slandering milk with your eggs. Snacks. Come on, brother. Milk with your eggs is that's some little kid shit. That's all right though. I mean, listen, I still like a peanut butter and jelly every now and, you know. These are two of your worst takes ever from you. Okay. Milk just makes you get more eggs. What's wrong with that? What are we talking about here? Takes away the taste of the eggs. Eggs go in the pan with butter. That's it. Do I pick up Javonte Williams and drop Brian Robinson? I don't know. I can't start doing this right now. Formerly known as Banana. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Two of your worst takes. I guess DJ forgot how to pronounce my name. I did. Yeah. Milk in your eggs are fantastic. No, it's not. Milk in your eggs is moronic. There we go. Barty Bart knows ball. Chalky milk. Separate on the side. Yes, on the side. If I go to a diner and have a diner breakfast, I go crazy. I have a cup of coffee. I have an orange juice, which, by the way, I'm starting to realize when you get older, orange juice is terrible for you. Terrible. Just like pure sugar. It's bad. No, don't drink fucking orange juice. Fresh squeeze is delicious though. You get a tiny little cup. I mean, it's expensive as shit. It's like $8 for literally like 3 sips, but goddamn, is it good? You know. What else? What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when you go to a diner, you get a black coffee, you get an orange juice, you get a water, and you get a chocolate milk. I literally set this thing up like a fucking fortress. You know, when you're a kid and you make a fort, you put all these like pillows and shit together to like protect yourselves from the invisible enemies. That's what I do when I go to a diner. I got big old fucking cups of different types of drink. Can't believe you like certain sides at the start of the week, but wait and don't bet them until hours before. Not sure what changes. Few injuries, just waiting for a market to move. Yeah, Alan Dims, let me tell you a story one time. Let me take you back to last year, brother. It was week 2, okay? The week was week 2. The New York Football Giants were playing the Washington Commanders, all right? Early in the week, I believe the line was 2.5. No, wait, this doesn't make any sense. No, that's not what I was going to say, because the line was 2.5. I bought half a point. I got 3 and I pushed. And then I think it closed 1.5. No. Wait. You're supposed to bet favorites early and dogs late. That's what it is. Yeah, no. That wasn't the comparison I was going to use. Oh, that's the other one. Yep. When I was on my streak of winning 11 best bets in a row, no big deal. Yeah, I'll keep reminding you guys of it. I got in. That's what it was, you fuckface. That's what it was. I got in the under on the Denver Broncos and Atlanta Falcons game. Yep. You remember this? It was one of the best bets ever that pushed, because I got 44 and it closed 45 and it landed 44. I forget what the exact number was. It was like 37-7 or some bullshit. Do you remember that? The Broncos killed the Falcons. Killed them. It was always the Broncos, but I took the under. Bet it early in the week. Later would have gotten a better number. You don't know. You don't know which way the market's going to move. Is it going to move? Am I going to get a better number? You don't. Depends what side you like. I can't predict these things. Spare me. You want to bet games early in the week? Bet them early in the week. I don't give a shit. Anyways, let's talk ball. Okay. What's up, Nick Mellon? How we doing? Good to see you. We can all enjoy our eggs how we want. Yeah, you can enjoy your eggs however you want. I'm just letting you know right now. I used to like my eggs with milk. I used to whip them up. Whenever you get a little bit older, you put butter in a pan, you crack the eggs into the pan, you throw the eggshell away, and you eat it. You eat an egg. You eat an egg with no milk. That's what you do. Have we talked about JJ McCarthy to God? Yes, we have, Pranav. I have given JJ his flowers. In fact, I even bookmarked something. I hope you saw my tweet, Pranav. You saw my video yesterday. I literally gave him the credit he deserved. I did. I gave him the credit he deserved. Where is it here? Here it is. This is great. I'm done shitting on JJ McCarthy. Done. I'm gonna show you this one more time. This is what I want out of my QB, pure competitor. If you start looking like that, I ain't fading you. You know who doesn't look like that? Bitch ass Caleb Williams. That's who doesn't fucking look like that. Bitch ass Caleb Williams. I'm telling you, man, I was watching the pre-games. Nobody talked about it other than that stupid fucking undershirt. God, what a stupid thing to wear. How does anybody think that's a good idea? Now I see it's hilarious. You got the whole city of Chicago dunking on it because Angel Reese is like, oh, my nail tech did his nails and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I understand it was for suicide prevention. That's all great. But like, I mean, let's just call it like it is. There's no way around it. I mean, you got Angel Reese retweeting Caleb Williams, talking about the nail tech after Caleb Williams. I like people are saying that Caleb Williams didn't play that bad. He did nothing. Caleb Williams did nothing. Miss me with that fucking 10 for 10 start bullshit. The undershirt was awful. And I'm sorry, but Caleb Williams looked terrible. And you know what's relevant? That's nobody's talking about? Remember that fucking clip that was going around in the offseason of Caleb Williams doing accuracy drills and he was throwing the ball in the net and he kept missing? Do you remember that? That's fine, but it's a little bit different for JJ McCarthy. He was asked for 3 quarters and then he accounted for 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. You cannot brush that under the rug. As a scripted drive, he looked great in the preseason on the same drive. I still don't even think he looked that great, but he looked better. He was getting out of the pocket. He was 6 for 6, I believe, and he ran for a touchdown, but he was running out of the pocket and he was throwing the ball 5 yards every time. Okay? You can't, that's not going to work over the course of the game. First career game for McCarthy. Yep, war paint, nail paint. Sure. Yeah, I do. He's fucking horrible. That was a quick release passing drill, DJ. Doesn't matter. Shouldn't he have hit in the target? I thought that was kind of relevant. I'm just saying the guy is so inaccurate. He's so inaccurate. Yeah. JJ had not played competitive football in 23 months. He was rusty to start. Sure. JJ couldn't care about stats. Never did. Kid is a winner. The only stat he cares about. Yeah. If you re-rank QB draft 2024, DGen, is it Daniels, JJ, or Nick? Oh man, that's tough. I'm not getting on your fucking train. I just want to be super clear about that. I'm not getting on the fucking JJ McCarthy train. I think that you can at least give me a little bit credit in this day and age where we got dumb fucks left and right. Skip Bayless, this, Dan Orlovsky, that, Ryan Clark, yada, yada, all these fucking morons out there, which I'm not saying I'm not one of them. But if you're going to say some dumb shit, look like an idiot, get up there and acknowledge it from the start. I want it to be perfectly clear. I'm done on the JJ McCarthy hate train. Done. He literally, that guy went in there, that young kid went in there into the city of Chicago on Monday Night Football, sucked it up for 3 quarters. And in the fourth quarter, when it matters the most, he took his gigantic penis. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I could say that. TikTok's in my head with stuff you can and can't say. And he flopped it. He flopped it on the city of Chicago. If I was a Chicagoan, if I was a Chicago resident, I'm not kidding. If I was a Chicago resident and a diehard Bears fan, I don't think I would have been able to sleep that night. If that's what JJ McCarthy did to me. And then he's walking around on here looking like a fucking mean motherfucker walking around. Oh, that's brutal. Where would you rather be as a rookie to a bunch of grown men who stunk for third quarter dudes? Just different. He might be. No, it's not. You guys are insane. Stop downplaying what he did. I said he looked like ass for 3 quarters. You cannot, I'm sorry, you can't take away what the guy did in the fourth quarter. You just can't. And I'm not even a big fan of his. JJ hasn't had lost a regular season game since 2019. He's a winner. He is a winner. Listen, I'll give it to him. And how about Kevin O'Connell's fucking speech? I watched the full like 8-minute speech I love that shit. There's two things. Listen, I told you, I don't like kids, but I still like good parents. I love good parents. Seeing good parenting in real life fires me the fuck up. It really does. Just because I'm out on a team or a player, if I still see some good coaching or some good rah-rah shit, I love that stuff. Kevin O'Connell's speech in the locker room at the end of the game was unbelievable. I love this guy. And don't forget, I bet him to win Coach of the Year 2 years ago. I was early as fuck. Zip it up when you're done. Listen. We live in this day and age where people have a hard time. They get uncomfortable when you compliment someone. And I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. All people like to do, especially on the internet, behind fucking burner accounts, is just love to gravitate towards bitching, chirp, 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 chirp. Fuck that. I love bitching as much as the next person. Everybody calls me a cranky old man. Yes, I have my opinions. I'll give them to you. But when somebody does something good, I'm going to point it out. I don't care if it's Booker with Trent or JJ McCarthy. And all you motherfuckers in here that get uncomfortable because all you want to do is hate, can't stand it. You got to take it. You got to accept it. All right? Who's a better coach, KRC or Dan Campbell? That's a silly question. The KOC is clearly a better offensive mind. I think Dan Campbell is a fantastic coach. It's one game. Chewy, why are you acting like the Bengals have a good defense? Yep, this is complimenting, though. This is getting... Oh, stop it. I'm literally telling you I'm not on the JJ McCarthy fan club. I'm just saying what he did to Chicago in the fourth quarter of a Monday Night Football game in his rookie debut. You guys are... You can close the window. You guys are brushing that under and then just be like, oh, stop glazing. Oh, get off your knees. Zip it up when you're done. You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. I can't believe you would downplay what the Vikings did and what JJ McCarthy did after looking like shit. The fact that he looked terrible for 3 quarters makes it all the more impressive what he did. Yeah. Literally glazing. You are a hater. You're a hater. That's okay. So what? Who cares if it was against the Bears? Who cares? It's a division rival. It's in Chicago. It's prime time. He's a rookie coming off an injury. He didn't play one game. Who cares? Or no, I mean, not who cares. Yeah, against the Bears. Why are we downplaying that? I know they were down a bunch of people in the secondary. So what? Well, I would move on if everybody else didn't have such a hard time with it. They're annoying me and they're making me stay on the subject. Okay, now I'm done. Got to give someone credit at the end of the game. Sure, guarantee the Bears win that second matchup in Minnesota. Yeah, we'll see. Everyone was on their nuts before that fourth quarter. Yeah, Bears were supposed to be good, though. Well said, Aloha. Now we're saying like it's no big deal. Fuck that. No, but Pranav, with all due respect, we're going to move on. That is enough glazing. All right, let's talk NFL Week 2. Again, I don't have my trusty sidekick up here, but we'll see him tomorrow. Shout out Steak. I think you're still in the chat. Let's run through this board. Shall we? We shall. I'm going to pull up Pickett Pro. Shout out Pickett. Download Pickett. Track your wagers. If you went on my Pickett yesterday, you saw I played Jake Mangum every which way but loose. I think that's the saying. He was 1 for 4 and he didn't get anything else. So I'm going to have to go back to him again today. Follow my journey on Pickett. All right. This isn't even like a pre-planned content idea. It's just something I came up with on the ferry ride home yesterday. DJen, why did you agree with BK when you said QE doesn't know ball? Oh, that's not true. We said you do know ball, but betting Koivu was not knowing ball. I don't think BK said you don't know ball. We even prefaced it by saying we like QE. Don't go soft on me, QE. You're the sharp dude in here. Against 6-string corners in his defense for 6 punts in a row. I'd hope you wouldn't put up the same performance in the first half with KOC. Oh, can't wait for week 2, DJ. Any advice on going to an NFL stadium in another city? I am from Chicago, but I'm going to Lions Bear games this Sunday. My wife is a big Lions fan. Yeah, I mean, don't run your mouth. That's probably what I do. I like to make friends wherever I go. So if I'm sitting in a section, and I've sat in enemy territory before, you try to have good, clean fun. You know, I went to the Ohio State Notre Dame game. I sat right next to Ohio State guy, young guy. Met him right as soon as we sat down. He was there with his dad. He was nice enough. It wasn't like the friendliest guy in the world, but he was nice enough. We talked ball the whole time. Had a couple disagreements here and there with some calls, some this and that. But there was a bunch of scumbags everywhere. Rude Ohio State fans. Ohio State fans are mean people. They just go out there hunting. They're looking for trouble. So I don't know. I think Detroit's fun, but you got bad apples everywhere. And unfortunately, sports betting, sports fans, they're full of fucking nut job psychopaths. So you got to be careful. And if you put Bears jersey on or shit on, you're just going to be an enemy, you know? Just it is what it is by default. So just be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't run your mouth. And leave early. Of course, leave early, unless it's a good game. Beat traffic, beat the crowds. That's what I would do for sure. Detroit's a great time though. Have fun, be safe. All right, let's get into week 2, everyone. I think we've had a good discussion thus far. Everybody, if you are, I see you all in the Twitch chat. Make sure you're following the page. If you are on YouTube, I see you guys in YouTube as well. Make sure you're subscribed, like the stream. If you're in Twitter, you can hang out, even though you're not watching on a channel that we monetize. Come into Twitch, come into YouTube where we monetize. You can watch an ad, give us a nickel. That'd be cool. But if you don't, no big deal. No big deal. Anyways, here we go. Let's get into it. I'm going to save Thursday for tomorrow. We are going to dive deeper into the NFL board, but this is what we're looking at right now, by the way. We are looking at the Packers -3. I hate when this does this. Pranav, I know if you're in here, I know this is not your fault, but like there's alternate lines available on Fanatics. So it's like the best line, but it's also kind of not. I'm really curious just what the true line is. But you've got Fanatics with -3 at -120 or +4 at -120. I'm just going to take a wild guess and say the line is -3.5. How about that? Okay. I like the Commanders. Spoiler alert. I like the Commanders. I'm a Commanders guy this year. Everybody's talking about regression this, regression that. No. I like the Commanders. Now, here's the thing. The Commanders and the Packers are coming off of divisional games, divisional wins. We give the best line between -120 and +100. Got you. Okay. Or maybe -125. All good. It's not a bad thing by any means, but my brain has to work, and it's already grinding in mud. So what does that say? Man, I think the Packers roll. I'll be on the Packers -3.5, 4 units. Tristan Toledo, holy fuck. Listen, the Packers look great, no doubt about it. I wasn't able to watch most of the game, so I can't give you like too much of a breakdown here. I'm going to go back and watch it and get my eyes on it, but I did watch the Commanders. It was a little ugly at times, but for the most part, I loved what I saw from the Commanders defense. I heard Krabs talking about, it wasn't even so much Russell Wilson play bad. You had to give more credit to the Commanders defense. I'm sorry. That's a little bit of a Commanders fan talking. I will give credit to the Commanders defense. I like the Commanders defense, even when they weren't that great last year. I just like Dan Quinn as a defensive minded guy. I still think Russell Wilson sucks. Sorry, I'm not going to take that away. And maybe I'm being biased because I'm like on that hill, but I don't think it was like all glory to the Commanders defense. I think Russell Wilson has a hard time making like critical decisions. It's either the throw's not there, I'm going to run, or I'm going to check down, or I'm going to, throw the deep shot and hope my Cortland Sutton or my Malik Neighbors catches it. It was good coverage, but I think that Russell Wilson, my opinion of Brian Daboll is that I think the guy is a good. We got some fucking sub banks coming out. What about Alfred Wigglebottom? Oh, Nick Mellon, you're gonna come in here and be a fucking elementary jokester. I thought you might be a good contributor to the chat. Maybe not though. I'm Papa J, Russell Ringrose, Breezy, Ryan Fusion, Money Habits, all sub banks per Tin Lin Hu Tan. I'm just gonna call you Tintin. Okay, shout out Tintin. Josh Jacobs 1 yards. Oh, my bad. Aaron Jones over yards. Okay. A bit harsh there. Harsh there on who? On me? All of downtown Detroit is good. That was rather mean. I have 1,000 schmeckles on Alfred. I don't even know who that is. Why am I being harsh? Am I being harsh? Alfred Wigglebottom? I'm being harsh. What the fuck's going on here? I think Daboll is being told too much what to do from upper management unless he's a dumbass. I think Daboll's offense is too complicated. I think he needs to simplify things. And I'll never forget this. Remember when he was going through film and he was talking about what to do in certain plays with like Jackson Dart and Jaden Daniels? Remember there was like a play. He was confusing the fuck out of everybody. He's like trying to be like too much of a scientist, too much going on in the offensive plays. Nick Mellon could be a good guy. Forgot jokes were illegal. No fun zone. Yeah, Barty Bar. I don't know if that's your first comment. You come in here and you make an Alfred Wigglebottom joke. I don't think you have good intentions, but we'll give him a chance. Dart will be starter soon. Yep. Tintin is crazy. You don't think it's extremely inviting to have 2 good teams and all week get 3.5? Who the hell wants to lay that number against Jaden? I don't know, man. All I keep hearing is that the Packers looked phenomenal, which I'm sure they did. But like, all I'm saying is this. Okay. I don't even know. I was bitching about Russ and about I was saying that his offenses are too complicated. Jaden Daniels said, he was like, what do I do here? And Jaden Daniels said, score a touchdown. So, and he was like, ha 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 ha. Sure. Love that answer. But he was like, he didn't love that answer. He wanted to tell you, what do you do? X2Y banana. You know what I mean? I would say this. I think I'd be curious to know what if there is a trend at all, what happens when two teams coming off of division wins play each other? Is it a low-scoring game? Low-scoring game, short week. You just kick the Lions' ass. You just kick the Giants' ass. How do you come into this week? I don't know that I like the Packers. You think the hook is that tempting with the Commanders? I don't know that it is. I know people are high on the Packers, smart people. Chill out with the melon hate, Degen. What are we talking about here? Why is everybody getting on my ass? I didn't hate Nick Mellon. I just said if you come in here with the elementary joke for your first comment, it sounds like you're going to be a class clown. Now, I don't know what's going on. I think the trend leans towards favorite covering. Unders did extremely well in week 1. Yes, they did. No, Nick Mellon's fine. I'm not kicking anybody out. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Unders did extremely well. Yeah, they were 11-1. You know what? I do have to get some water, by the way. Hold on. Let's take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. I'm parched. I've been yapping a lot. Thanks to BK for coming on, by the way. That was great. Let's put this up for you. Hold on. Where is it? All right. I'll be right back. All right, that was quick, right? I didn't even take a piss. I actually just got a cup of water. All right, here we go. Let's get back into it. Dan Quinn revenge narrative versus Green Bay. Is it? Is there a revenge narrative with Dan Quinn? I wasn't aware of that. Terracotta the Pie. What's up, Terracotta the Pie? New follow. How we doing? Welcome. Let's see if you're part of the Nick Mellon jokester crew. Just kidding. I'm all for a good joke, but let's lock in for a second. All right, the Bills and the Jets. I saw this line moved. Delaying the inevitable. What are we talking about here? Got torched by Green Bay in the playoffs in Dallas. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Let's talk. Hold on. Where's football? NFL. Love the under in this one, Degen. In which one? In the Jets Bills. I kind of like the under in Green Bay, and I liked. What's up, Sarah? Oh yeah, I'm going on Owner's Box today, guys. We'll raid you. Actually, Sarah, I might end a little bit early. Just an FYI, but everybody go to Owner's Box whenever you get a chance. At noon, we will be live. Hold on. Trying to get, here we go. Vegas Insider. Okay. Let's go to NFL, TNF odds, NFL odds. All right. So this is interesting. See, like this says the Packers open -1.5 and they're up to 3.5 on Vegas Insider. I never know what to believe. I'm not entirely sure that's true. The Packers ever really -1.5? I thought they were 3. Well, actually, they might have been because this is saying the Bills were 8.5, and I think they were. Yeah. I'm Papa J. Thank you for the gift sub. Love to see that. Colson, Yankoff, 80 time. Why do I feel like that's a joke? Are you fucking with us too? Action said 2.5. Interesting. TikTok chat really showing off that brain rot today. Yeah, no shit. I think the Packers were 4 after their win, though. You think they were 4? I thought they were 3. I don't know. We're not going to put too much into it here. Let's just talk about the X's and O's. Let's go to Sunday. I'm going to save Thursday for tomorrow. All right, let's save Thursday for tomorrow, and let's go to the odds board here. Okay. That's why I'm lost. I don't have my fucking other tab up. I like to go off of covers here. Here we go. This is what I like. Hold on, I'm going to get there. We got to start with each team. Early was 1, then to 4. Summer line 1. I got no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, the line. Early line was 1, then to 4. The summer line was 1. Okay, got it. My wife loves both QBs tomorrow. She still hasn't picked a team to pick. All right. Turned into board review. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But we're not gonna talk about Thursday night. But now let's start on Sunday and we'll go from there. Okay. The Rams and the Titans. Rams 6 on the road. Is that what this is? Cam Ward, to my understanding, had no help from his team. Did you guys see? I'll pull up the box score. Did you guys see all these tweets going around? Now, listen, am I a Cam Ward truther? Sure. Am I going to panic after one game against Denver in Denver, one of the best defenses in the league? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 3 or 4 drops, easy. Yeah, and I think Cam His Money told me that, what's his fucking face? Calvin Ridley had like 3 drops alone. Holy shit, 30% fob on Hollywood. Really? I love how DGen interacts with the chat. Thanks for reading, DGen, of course. No, you were saying you were going to do board review Friday, do a reaction stuff today. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are all, everybody's jerking off over here and joking around, led by Nick Mellon. What do you think the odds are on Lubbock, Haman, Cully? I know what's going on here. You think I'm silly? I'm not silly. I'm not silly right now. Timeout. Dig that. You're going to follow him. Dig that. You're going into timeout. You're going to go into timeout too. We got timeouts on 2 people here. Okay. There we go. One more week of Cam Ward facing a good defense. Expect them to look crappy. Then next weekend, they get the Colts and it's Ward coming out party, in my opinion. I love that. Cool hand fluke. Cam Ward. Let's go to NFL week 1. Here are his stats. Let me see. Fuck is this game? Hold on. Here we go. By the way, Bo Nix, not good. Not good. Cam Ward, 12 of 28, 112 yards. Not good. That's not enough. Sacked 6 times. Also not good. I mean, this Tennessee offensive line is something that we bet into, you know. That's too many sacks, but kudos to the Denver Broncos defense. Bo Nix, 25 of 40, 176 yards. Good God, that's terrible. 2 interceptions. Do I cash my Bo Nix most interceptions bet now? I think I could. TJ would be a great substitute teacher. Just send all the kids timeout. Yeah, listen, I know. This is what I don't understand. These young rascals in here. Everybody, people like steak. You got no read on people. The internet is a place where people come in and they just like to be assholes. They like to fuck around. They like to be silly and stupid. You got Nick Mellon coming in here talking about Halford Hamilcock or whatever the fuck he was saying initially off his first chat. You don't think I can tell this guy vibe how he's coming in? You don't think I can read that? And then I got other people who's like, oh, DJ doesn't like jokes. DJ, take it easy. I got my fucking guard up. I live in New York City, bro. I got my head on a fucking swivel nonstop. You think I just walk by somebody on the fucking street and I don't do one of these? Make sure they turn around. What? I'm fucking ready at all times. All fucking times. Okay. You know that fuck around and find out graph? I will time out a motherfucker left and right. Big Dad over here asked me if I like fucking pudding. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind pudding. I had a couple snack packs back in my day. Can we get back to fucking business? Thank you very much. I'm trying to talk about football over here. I don't want to overreact on Cam Ward of the Tennessee Titans, but at the same time, as a Cam Ward backer, I'm not going to act like everything's all fucking roses, okay? That's a big problem. Big problem with the offensive line. Big problem with the drops. We're going to need Calvin Ridley to pull his head out of his fucking ass. Targeted 8 times, 4 catches. Neither. I'm a Bucs fan. I thought you knew that already. If I had to pull for either team, though, I don't know. I'd kind of lean Jets just because one of my good friends is a Jets fan, you know? And I'm a good friend. All right. I don't know what to think about the Rams. I wasn't able to watch any of the game. I mean, 6 on the road in Tennessee. This feels like a game they should certainly win. Are they going to cover the big number? I don't know. I like Tennessee's defense a little bit more than the average person, maybe. And I'm not as high on the Rams. So I know they beat the Texans in a low-scoring game. Puka Nacua had, I believe, 130 yards. He's a freak. Did he get banged up? Is he going to play in this game? I'm not entirely sure. This is a weird spot. This is a weird spot, I think, for a team like the Rams. Don't you think? Who do they have next? After this, they go to Philly. So they're back-to-back road games. Puka will have an insane year if he can stay healthy. I hope so. He's my offensive player of the year. Going to be the Titans team total after looking at the Texans or sub 10 and the Titans off playing Denver on the road. Sure. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's a weird, I'm not here to tell you that week 2 there's look ahead lines. I just think Tennessee, Nashville is a weird place for the Rams. Okay. And they're probably going to stay on the East Coast. I don't think they're going to go to Tennessee and then come back to LA and then go back to Philadelphia. I don't think. But also, I don't really know. What am I thinking between these two teams so far? I'm not thinking a whole lot. Sorry, there's so much construction going on the road. They need to be 2-0 before the Eagles. Sure. I'm not overreacting or underreacting to anything I saw with either team. This is going to be a really, really rough two-game stretch for Cam Ward against the Rams defense. He just got sacked 6 times against the Broncos. How many times is he going to get sacked against the fucking Rams? I mean, let's go look at CJ Stroud. What did Stroud get sacked? Only 3 times. He ran 5. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot in that game. And again, we're going to dive a little bit deeper tomorrow whenever Steak is here. Let's go to the next game. Who do we got? Buffalo and the Jets. All right, I got a spot for you. Snacks, you listening? 100 degrees on the field, FYI Sunday. No shit. Morning, I've beat the sickness. Nice. Happy to hear that. You want to hear an overreaction? I'll give you one. You guys want an in-season wager that I kind of like? I'll pull up DraftKings right now to see what the line is. Corn, feel free to shop around on this one if you like it. How about Breece Hall to lead the league in rushing yards? What do you guys think about that? That's a little bit of an overreaction. I thought Breece Hall looked great. I watched a lot of that Jets game. Well, no, not unfortunately. It's part of the most exciting 1:00 game. I really thought that Breece Hall looked great. Now, here's the concern. Okay, I was talking about this with my Jets fan friend. He had 19 carries, 107 yards. Okay? Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm here every day. I know. But you're right. I did say we were going to talk overreaction, so I'm giving you one. We're gonna take I know, very funny ambiance. Yep. I'm betting on god damn it. I'm betting on Wiggle Bottom. I know you think it's funny, you think it's Stoke GM, but this is serious monkey business. Incredibly important. We bet on players. Okay, good. Bet on Wiggle Bottom. Thanks. Viva. I don't know who these fucking guys are, but it's kind of funny. Let's keep moving here. Yeah, W Burn. I do have to say that was I respect the commitment to the effort there on that joke. It's kind of funny. Hold on. All right, here we go. No, weekly specials are already up. Hold on. Stat leaders. Rushing yards. Breece Hall's 18-1. Breece Hall's 18-1. So here's where I'm at. Oh God, we're getting followed left and right here. A Stone Troll is next. Terracotta the Pie, Stone Troll, and Nick Mellon all coming in here to fuck around. I'm positive. You spent $25 worst. Aaron Glenn defense versus the Bills last year got torched for 42 points. Yep. So here's where I'm at, and this is what I was thinking about. The Jets' offensive line looked amazing. Now everybody knows they looked amazing. It's no secret. Everybody breaking down film out there on the internet is talking about how good this Jets offensive line looked. If you are opposing defenses, you're probably going to stack the box, I would think. Right? So here's where I'm at. I still think, despite stacking the box, that the Jets can find success running the ball. Because here's the thing. If Justin Fields is going to make throws like he made last week, the Jets offense is actually not going to be as pathetic as I anticipated. He made some throws. Was that a fluke? I don't know. It was against the Steelers defense. I think the Steelers defense is pretty good. I mean, Justin Fields looked really good. 16-22, 218 yards. And he had 7 catches for 95, Garrett Wilson, including a touchdown. He can't be making those all year. I understand, but here's where I'm at. I think the threat of Justin Fields running actually benefits the running back as well, if you think about it. Because think about this. If you run an RPO, or if you do a play action, you're either stopping the running back or stopping the pass from the quarterback. But if the quarterback can run, you have to stop the potential threat of the run from the running back, the threat of the run from the quarterback, and the threat of the pass. When we stack the box, normally it's a safety and a corner who come down and allows easier rush lanes. Hence King Henry pounding us. Sure. We should have pulled it and didn't. Sure. All I'm saying is this. I liked what I saw from Breece Hall. He looked good. He was running really well. The offensive line was blocking well, and I liked what I saw from Justin Fields. So I kind of like a little bit of overreaction here, buying into something on the Jets offense. I'm not going to buy into Garrett Wilson. They really need a wide receiver too. They really need another threat there. But I still like Breece Hall. I think I like Breece Hall running the ball. He can get yards against the Bills defense, but when he plays the Bucs in week 3, that's a terrible matchup for the Jets because the Bucs have a really good front seven. Yaya Diaby looked amazing. Vita Vea is Vita Vea, and Todd Bowles is really good at scheming up a defense to stop running backs. He was always pretty good, even against CMC when CMC was on the Panthers. Yeah, very, very well said there. Yep, you'll love the under in this Bills game. So, looks like Buffalo. Let's see what this opener is. 8.5 to 6.5. A lot of money coming on the Jets, huh? Divisional dog. Divisional dog, right? He had a running one that was brown with small piece and it was red. Okay. I don't know what to think about this game. I don't know what to think about the Jets, but that was a really bad loss. With the way the Jets' schedule is shaping up, you had to get that win, and they didn't. Not good. Not good. Let's keep moving here. So that would be one overreaction. One overreaction would be I really liked what I saw from Breece Hall. I would take him in some market. And the market I think I would want to take him in is most rushing yards. Let's go. Let's move to the next game. Baltimore and Cleveland. Devastating loss for the Cleveland Browns. Devastating. 45.5 total. Baltimore Ravens, another devastating loss. You got two teams coming off of devastating losses. I love that. I'm going to tell you right now, I faded the Jets because I really faded Justin Fields. But I want to make sure I'm clear on this. I like the way Aaron Glenn is coaching. Ambiance, I don't know. We're not really talking baseball right now. I'm not topped in at all. I'm just betting Jay Mangum. You got two teams coming off of devastated losses. What's the play here? Oh, dude, wouldn't this be crazy? I love the emotion that I saw from Aaron Glenn on the sideline. I fucking loved it. I really like what I'm seeing from Aaron Glenn. What is the trend? Let me take a quick take on how you feel that Javon will have corn on Houston against Tampa Monday. The Houston Texans? I don't know how I feel about that. I should have had Javon on today with no steak or mid-major Matt. I didn't even think about it. 12 friendly. We're getting more follows left and right. I got a feeling maybe they're all part of Nick Mellon's troll camp, but we'll see. Points, and more points. Yeah, I'm really curious what happens to teams like the Browns and the Ravens. You have another divisional dog. So lean Browns here? Sure, maybe. We'll see. Cleveland. Let's see. L organization. He has an army. Yeah, no shit. Let's see. You know what? I don't even know how to reference openers anymore because I don't know what's right. Wager Talk is telling me it opened 10.5 up to 11.5. Vegas Insider is telling me it was 12.5 down to 11.5. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to fucking believe. I don't know what to do. All I can tell you is this. Why would you lean Browns, LMAO? Well, they played the Bengals very tough. They have a really good defense, and it's a divisional dog. That's why divisional dogs do pretty well. I don't want to fade the Ravens. It's coming off that loss. I think the Ravens are fucking nasty. Close games out. Fair enough. You know what I think? I think that the Browns really did nothing special. They didn't do anything special. I watched a good chunk of that game. I watched mostly the beginning of it because that's when I had okay, Josh Applebaum, I see you. Very funny. I'm not talking about splits. I'm just talking about line movement. But I had Jerome Ford over first quarter rushing yards. He had 4. He was terrible. They abandoned him. He had 6 carries for 8 yards. He is bad. They went heavy on Dylan Sampson. All right. And the Ravens lose this game last year versus the Raiders. Yeah, I love the Raiders. The Raiders were my POD that week. But let's not forget, Ryan, this is a little bit different. It's against the Browns. We told you he was horrible. You did. Yeah. Malcolm, what's up? Malcolm, I think I've seen your name before. I don't think you're part of Nick Mellon's troll camp, but we'll see. Flacco revenge game. Oh my God, that's true. I didn't even think about that narrative. Fun fact, when I first got into weekly specials, this was one of the games I bet on for most points when Baker Mayfield was on the Browns, and it won that week. I'm pretty sure Nick Chubb had like an insane day. Do you guys remember that? He had like 180 yards rushing. I want to say the Browns put up like 40-something points. There does feel like there's points when the Browns play in Baltimore. I don't know. But I think the Ravens are awesome. I think the Ravens are an awesome team. I don't care that they lost to the Bills in week 1. I don't give a fuck. Derrick Henry's a freak. Lamar Jackson looks awesome, but the Browns defense is nasty. They're nasty. It's going to be a good game. Ravens defense might be pretty good too. I know they fell asleep there at the end. Not fell asleep, but the Bills took one from them. I don't know. That's a really, really tough game. Nothing I'm really in or out of from either team. I just think the Browns are going to be scrappy. I like the Browns over 5.5 wins on the year. I still do. 30-year anniversary of Art Modell taking the team to Baltimore. No shit. Wow, that's funny. Okay. Let's go to the next game here. We have New England and Miami. I mean, talk about an overreaction of the century. Are the Miami Dolphins the worst team in the NFL? Like, if you're, I know the Patriots lost to the Raiders. That was kind of predictable. I did like the Raiders going into that. It was kind of predictable, fading all that hype. Pete Carroll going in there, Geno chip on his shoulder. Check the TD odds for this one. Okay. This board review is making corporate rat race go by way quicker. Jack Saint Savier. Love that. All right. We'd love to hear that. Jack Saint Savier. That's a nice name. W's. And this isn't even a good one. This is a sluggish one, but we'd love to hear that. I don't have stake. I'm not really in my bag right now. I would give my performance, honestly, like a C minus, but I'm trying. I think some college teams would be them. Yep. Who do you expect to motivate their team to get up this weekend and avoid 0-2? McDaniels or Vrabel? Vrabel. But here's the thing. This is what we love to do. We love to overreact. So the Dolphins are an interesting team because nobody liked them coming into the season, and they proved exactly what everybody expected to be. They looked awful. But what do we do here? Because the bounce back spot, I think that everybody would choose are the Patriots. Don't you think? Isn't that the spot people would go to? There's more hype on the Patriots. Everybody was down on the Dolphins anyway. Now they come into the season looking terrible. So that's kind of my question. In a weird way, I hate to say this, I kind of like the Dolphins. Dolphins are another team that's proved just by putting up a lot of talent together, doesn't it? Yeah, for sure. Yep. Public. Oh, you think so? Public's going to be on Miami? I mean, I do not like Mike McDaniel. I fucking hate this guy. He was on my film room episode last year. After the Dolphins were my best bet in Seattle, which was stupid. Skylar Thompson, quarterback. But Mike McDaniel did that team no favors. He really didn't. The question is this. I do not think the public's going to be on Miami. I don't. I think people still like New England, and they don't care that much. Teams that burned everyone last week. Texans, Dolphins, Ravens, Bears, says Ramble. Yep, that's a good one. I think people are going to be on New England. That's what I think. There's way more hype on them coming into this season. There's way more people down on the Miami Dolphins. Everybody's like, yep, we were right. If anything, don't you think, just hear me out. Don't you think people are cashing their Dolphins win total under right now? Cashing their Mike McDaniel first coach fired? I'll tell you what, I would be. I'm a Pats fan, and I think we're going to have 6 wins max. Wow, Jack St. Sawyer. Happy to have you around here, by the way. We do this every weekday, 10 a.m. Hope you're subscribed to the page. But I like realistic fans, and you're a realistic fan. I may be out on Drake May. He looked horrible. Yeah, Special K, I'm kind of with you. I heard people saying that he looked good. From what I watched that game, I don't think he looked good. I didn't think he looked good at all, really. I thought the Patriots' run defense looked good, which I'm telling you right now, I am down on Ashton Genty rushing yards on the year. That's why I love Geno Smith passing yards. Casual better will take Tyreek Waddle and Achane over Drake May and Henderson. Interesting. Yeah. What was your note, DC? Did you have something? Out. He's like 21 and his second offensive coordinator. What are we talking about? You talking to me? Me? Same fans. I didn't say I'm out on anybody. I didn't say I'm out on Drake May. Wait, did I say that? Oh, okay. Hold on. I meant more so I did not think he looked good. My bad. You're right. My bad. I'm not totally out on Drake May, but I want to be clear. I came into last year not thinking Drake May was going to be very good, and he proved me wrong. Not like JJ McCarthy necessarily, but he played well enough. I'm a Bills fan, and y'all are this scary team to us. Everyone going to think Tyreek and Tua are going to bounce back. Pats are not good. I don't think the Pats are going to be good overnight. I'm not in on the Patriots hype. I don't have the balls to fade them. I like Vrabel. I like what they're putting together. I know Stephon Diggs did not look very good, but I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the Patriots yet. I'm just not. Am I sold on the Dolphins? Fuck no. It's a hard game. Really hard game. But this is where, in my opinion, this is where things happen in week 2 that you didn't expect from week 1. The most unexpected thing in week 2 would be the Miami Dolphins putting a competent game together against a divisional opponent. That's what I think. Dude, it really might be. Was Will Campbell bad? Was he bad? Who is the best wide receiver 2 in the NFL? Egbuka. No bias. No, who is the best? I mean, Jordan Addison's really good. Who is the best wide receiver 2? Devontae Smith. Oh, T. Higgins. Yeah, duh. Yeah, T. Higgins. Yep. No, it's T. Higgins. You guys are right. T. Higgins, Devontae Smith. I mean, Devontae Adams is good. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm not like the biggest Devontae Adams guy. Yeah, Adams is good. You hit it with J.A. Yeah, J.A. is up there. Yeah, Higgins 2 injury. Cedric Tillman. Who's like a sneaky one? Oh, let me ask you this: if Brandon Ayuk comes back, is Ricky Pearsall up there? Yeah. Odunze, yeah, Odunze is good. I know it's so hard to judge Odunze with Caleb Williams as his quarterback. Jameson Williams. I mean, Jamo's good. Oh, fuck Waddle. Oh, he's not? Ayuk's not a wide receiver run anymore? A couple years. We need some continuity. Yeah, our personnel largely sucks on both sides. Sure. He ran through my head. Too limited set. Yeah. Yeah. I've never really been the biggest Ayuk guy, but I know what you're saying. That's a good question, though, Corn. Trying to think. Who's like a sneaky? Oh, George Pickens. Yeah. Cool Hand Fluke just said it. George Pickens. Quentin Johnson, not going to lie. Stop that Shrekless donkey. If Loud is wide receiver 1, then Keenan is solid. Nah, I think Keenan Allen's just fucking old. Adams is okay. Yeah. Adams is okay. I'll tell you who it's not. It's not Cooper Kupp. Man, how about that Egbuka story, though? Calling for the game-winning play. 12 friendly. How's the day going? No troll camp. Just looking for some good NFL content. Thoughts on the Raiders season opener? Appreciate you, 12 friendly, for saying that. Defense still scares me, but hoping for a competitive. Let's welcome 12 friendly in here. We always welcome new people to the board review, to the chat, who are listen. We have a sense of humor around here. Don't get me wrong, but if you come in with funny business, I'm just gonna have bad vibes. You know what I mean? Class clown from the start, not good. You got to come into the class. You got to participate a little bit, and then you can be a little bit of a clown. All right. Welcome 12 friendly though. Okay. Thoughts on the Raiders season opener? Defense still scares me. Hope for a competitive year, win, loss, whatever we tried season, giving up 30 points a game. I listen, I wanted to be all over the Raiders this year. I like the Raiders this year. I like Geno. I like Jacoby Myers. I like Bowers. I like their offense. I like Pete Carroll. I do not like their defense, and I don't like their offensive line. I think the Raiders are going to be a scrappy team where like 3 or 4 games probably don't go their way, and that kind of keeps them from going over their win total. I didn't get there. I wanted to play something Raiders related. I really like Jacoby Myers' receptions. I didn't play it. I like Geno Smith still passing yards or passing touchdowns. No, maybe not passing touchdowns, because Genty could be a guy that gets some touchdowns if they get inside the 5 or the 10, and Geno can move a little bit. But I don't have a great outlook on their season. I think they're going to be scrappy though. Just think, Vikings adding top 5 LT and one of the best friends in the league, and Harrison Smith the next 2 weeks to the roster. Yeah. Does DGen talk baseball for today? No, I'm with you. Defense scares me. Been a fan since 74. Very cool. Very cool. W, go Raiders. I'm a big Bucks fan, so the Raiders hold a special place in my heart because of that trade with John Gruden. W's. But I mean, how can you not grown up like the Raiders colors? Good Raiders. Never forget when the Bucks signed like 27 free agents one season, and they got Charlie Garner. You remember that? Tim Brown, like fucking 10 of them were Raiders guys. Gruden loves his guys. Goodbye, Terracotta. Goodbye, Terracotta. Goodbye, lover. Goodbye, my friend. I hope to see you again. Goodbye, Terracotta. Goodbye, my friend. Sorry, couldn't do that. Oh God. Parker's sending me a fucking screenshot from Pickett of Tosh Bradley over Case. Can we not get too distracted here? All right, let's keep moving. Saints and the Niners. Niners -4.5 on the road. Look, if you had the balls to play the Saints 6.5 last week, it sucks that you didn't cover. It sucks that you didn't cover. That was a ballsy bet. I liked it. I really did. Cardinals got in and out of there with a win. I heard that Spencer Rattler threw the ball over 40 times. It's absolutely insane. I don't know what Kellen Moore is doing there. They're playing the Niners this week. I know Brock Purdy's banged up. They got a big game. They got a big game at home with Arizona. I think Vaden the Rot is the move this week. They'll be getting 5 points against a good Falcons team. McCarthy have 12 minutes success. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. We'll talk about it though. This is a really, really hard game. This is a really hard game. I mean, the Niners too. They got to go to Seattle on the road. Then they got to go home. Then they got to go on the road to New Orleans. What a weird place. What a weird game. What a weird game. You know, that's hilarious. R.I.P. Jake Moody. I saw a tweet, by the way. Actually, I want to show you guys this. I thought this was kind of interesting. I saw a tweet. Hold on. Profile. Let me see. Go to bookmarks. Oh man, this is tough right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. It says, I am 100% convinced this play ruined Jake Moody's career. Did you guys see this? 13 of 14 before, 11 for 20 after. Isn't that crazy? Oh, you see his leg right there? Oh, God. Watch that one more time. You see his leg? Look at his right leg. Oh. Fuck, that's tough. Pour one out for Jake Moody, man. I got no opinions on the 49ers. Gritty win against the Niners. Got no opinion on the Saints, so we'll move on. Steelers and the Seahawks. This can be a good game. Is it crazy to say that I love the Seahawks in this spot? Is that crazy to say? Is it crazy to say I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a 4-touchdown outburst? Is it crazy to say that we're going to have the DK Metcalf revenge game and I think it's actually going to be a dud? That I think the Seahawks are going to be fired the fuck up for this game? I mean, it's tough. Listen, you come off a battle, an absolute battle. The absolute battle against the Niners. Sam Darnold going into Pittsburgh. I certainly don't think Sam Darnold is the kind of guy that goes into Pittsburgh and lights it the fuck up. I mean, I really like this under, but come on, man. You know, Aaron Rodgers had that game circled on his calendar all offseason going into New York and beating the Jets. And think about it, bro. The Jets, the Steelers defense had a chance to win them the game. They were up 31-26 and they still couldn't do it. Still couldn't do it. I'm not sold on the Steelers at all. At all. I'll tell you right now, I think the Seahawks defense is going to put Aaron Rodgers in a fucking blender. I think Mike McDonald is absolutely going to do that. Didn't the Niners have like 10 points almost all game? No, they had 7 points for 3 quarters. That's what they did. They had 7 points for 3 quarters. And then they scored. They got a touchdown with a minute and a half left. You know? What do the Niners do? The Niners scored on their opening drive, 14 plays, 95 yards. You know, could this be where they feed Kenneth Walker to keep the ball away from Rodgers? Yeah. Yeah. Overreaction value here after week 1. Sure. Yeah. Seahawks going west to east should pay out with Sam Darnold under center. Very, very funny. Either give me the Seahawks. Yep. Seahawks always seem to have bad luck. Yeah. Seahawks had a heavy run game script, and I think that'll do much better against the Steelers than the Niners. Sure. Accomplished all he needed out of the season beating the Jets. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know. Like, is this a duping? Am I falling for a trap here? You know, or because we talk about this, like sometimes it's a little obvious. Steak was saying it yesterday. Like sometimes these look ahead spots, these letdown spots, these sandwich spots, whatever, they're a little obvious. Next thing you know, you look around, everybody's on the Seahawks. You're like, oh, fuck. You know, and then the Steelers roll and you're like, God damn it. I don't necessarily think so. I mean, what do we know about the Seahawks? They have a good defense. They don't have a good offensive line. Sam Darnold, I do not like buying Sam Darnold stock as high as humanly possible. So I'm not necessarily all in on the Seahawks, but come on, like, how do we not take advantage of fading the Steelers? My only concern is that the Steelers defense played so poorly. You think they're going to come back and play a much better game. That's why I like this under. I like this under a lot. I mean, this game just reeks of like, I don't know, 24-17 puts it over. So 21-17, you know, after this week, the Seahawks go right back home to play the Saints. Interesting travel schedule. Very. You can Metcalf first old team narrative will be beat to death. Sure. Look, DK Metcalf, he looked really good. I'm not like I'm not the biggest DK Metcalf guy. Like I think he's good. No, I'm not like underselling him, but does he make like my top receivers list when I think about him? No. Thanks, Dead Prez. Good to see you. Good morning. I don't know. My takeaway is this. I'm not all out on the Seahawks. I want to pump the brakes on the Steelers. Okay. That was a really, really emotional game. You had the revenge angle from Fields. You had the revenge angle from Rodgers. It's gonna be hard for me not to fade Aaron Rodgers after that. Unless he takes this and rides some momentum. He could do that. He could do that. Steelers just barely beat the Jets, who no one respects. And Seahawks competed with the 49ers. Seahawks gonna be a trendy dog. Yeah, you might be right. You very well might be right. Elliott got hurt against the Jets. He's a huge factor in the run game for the Steelers. Sure. Hit the over. Need to see if they're legit before I press buttons. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep. Feels like last week with the one that reeked of the under Jets pit, and we saw how that one turned out. So be curious this under. Yep. Like Taylor Lockett as a route runner and wide receiver over DK. Steelers second week in a row with the lowest total on the board. Maybe goes under this time. I concur. I also didn't know if the Niners were anything special this year. I'm not totally sold on them either. Look, Lions and the Bears. I mean, come on. There's two incredibly obvious bounce back spots here, and they're right here. The Bengals offense and the Lions offense. Which one? Which one are you buying? Which one are you buying? I don't like any masterclass from a wide receiver in this Pittsburgh game. I would rather take it for a running back. Like either fucking Jalen Warren or Kenneth Walker's going nuts. You're buying the Bears offense. You're not buying the Lions. Oh my God. You guys like the Bears to bounce back? Jags to beat the Bengals? You guys don't like any of these fucking favorites here? I love them both. And it's square as shit. I mean, the Lions after that game. Oh my God, dude. Look, I did not. I'll just say it. I did not respect the Packers as much as I should have. And I respect the Lions maybe a little bit more I should have. It's week one. It's one game. I'm not going to overreact. I think the Lions are going to be fine. But are they going to be fine in week two? I don't know. I really don't know. I think the Bears, haven't they played the Lions pretty tough too? No, 12 friendly. We're going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have Steak on. I know you're new here, but we're going to have Steak on, co-host of the show. We'll go through a little bit more in depth the NFL board. And then we have a pregame show. We'll talk. We'll dig all the way in. We'll go through props and everything like that. Yeah. Lions have no offensive line. Yep. Thursday talk. Yep. Thank you. Ben Johnson, revenge game against Detroit after losing week one. Give me the Bears. DeAndre Swift revenge game. NFC North matchup don't make sense at times. Yep. You should hear the takes coming in local radio here in Detroit about the Lions. People having meltdowns. Bengals high scoring team 8-1. Yep. Thank you, Snidesy. Appreciate that. 12 friendly. 12 friendly is off to a hot start. Off to a hot start. Great vibes. Yep. We appreciate that. We're all about good vibes. Aloha. Look at that. See, you come in here, you talk ball, you have good vibes, you get a sub bang, everybody's smacking your ass. Good job. Coming here like fucking, what was that shit? Terracotta the Pie. Asking me about Daredevil and shit. I don't even like superhero movies. No. Come on, man. I don't know, dude. I like. Okay. I I love comparing things. I got a comparison for you. Sometimes something is so obvious, and because of the way my stupid fucking brain works as a gambler, I hate doing the obvious thing. I just do. Okay. I haven't always been this way, but I have been for the better part of the last 10 years gambling. I'll never forget last year when the Eagles were going to play the Giants, and I'm just thinking to myself, Saquon Barkley revenge game has got to be the most obvious play of the season. And I was looking around, and I couldn't believe how few people were talking about it. I played it. I think I actually I didn't play it how I wanted to play it because I was a little bitch. I think I played like longest rush or over attempts or some bullshit. I made like $67 off of it. But what did he have? He did everything. He had 180 yards. I mean, he was absolutely insane. There are hype train level one. Appreciate you. There are like once in a lifetime opportunities. Okay, whether it's in the fucking stock market, whether it's in real estate, in the real world economy, or in sports betting, where you look back, and you say, "How the fuck did I not take advantage of that?" And I'm going to tell you right now, there's two opportunities right here. In one hand, we have the Detroit Lions bouncing back after looking pathetic against the Green Bay Packers, at home against Ben Johnson in their home opener. In the left hand, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, who had 6 yards of offense in the second half against the Cleveland Browns in their home opener against the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. Which one is it? Or is it both? Is it one big once in a lifetime burger? And we take a big old bite out of it. Lions, Bengals, which one? Or is it both? Too much hate on the Jags? I don't like their defense. Correct answer. Which one is it, mid-major? By the way, good morning, mid-major. I mean, last week it was Diop TD. I put 100. Wish I put my mortgage on it. A double burger. Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe in the Jags at all this year, but I think Josh Allen Hines could really wreak havoc against Cincy this weekend. Oh, yeah, because he was bottom on the fucking stat sheet last weekend. Give me a break with this guy. I'm not worried about him at all. Morning, mid-major. All right, anyways, that's my spiel. That's my spiel. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to put it out there into Twitter and see what people have to say. I mean, this is some once-in-a-lifetime shit right here. How are we going to do it? How are we going to play it? What are we going to do? Sorry to yap. The reason I took the Cardinals spread against the Saints was like a double reverse psychology. People know the Saints are bad, said that they have covered in a crazy amount of their games and was on the Cardinals. Therefore, they thought the sharp play was on the Saints. Nice job. That's okay. You don't have to apologize for yapping. Good job, Jay Measy. When are you guys choosing your touchdown partners? We'll do it tomorrow. Baltimore and Detroit probably are the most obvious bounce back spots. Last year, Baltimore lost the first two. Sure. Good point, Jeff Matthews. All right, let's keep moving. I mean, I love the Bengals. And the Bengals look terrible. I want to give credit to the Browns, but the Bengals looked awful. They did. They looked awful. Browns moved the ball methodically. It was ugly. I thought the Bengals defense still looked better. CW is ass. What does that mean? What's CW? Most obvious over the weekend. Yeah. I mean, because listen, I'm not trying to, I don't know how anyone can be that high on the Jaguars after beating the fucking Panthers. I know you guys said, oh, the Jags hates crazy. Come on. Oh my God, they scored 26 points. That's funny because Steak always says 26 points. And I'm like, nobody ever scores 26 points. It's obvious and I'm playing it. Which one? Steak. Jags had 19 first downs. Trevor Lawrence was 19 of 31, 178 yards. He also threw a pick. Travis Etienne had 16 carries, 143 yards. I'm sorry. They're not doing that against the Bengals. They're not. They're not doing that against the Bengals. I'm not saying the Bengals defense is good. I think Al Golden will tighten those guys up, especially in their home opener. I don't know that the Jags are going to come in there, waltz in there, and beat the Bengals. Why does everybody act like that's going to happen? You think so? Crazy, man. I actually feel I'm over here feeling like the Bengals are kind of contrarian. Does anybody else think that? I think the Bengals are contrarian. 5.5 this open, down to 3.5. I don't know, dude. I like the Bengals, and I like them big. Car real big, house real big, everything real big. You really think so? You're high? All right. You say so. We'll see. You guys think more people are going to be on the Jags or the Bears? More people on the Jags or the Bears? Bears. Wow. Actually, that's a good Twitter poll. It's a good Twitter poll. More people betting Bears +6 versus Lions. Jags +3.5 versus Bengals. Go vote if you don't mind. I'm very curious about this now. I feel like Cowboys Giants may be the under. People really want to bet on the Bears if the amount of bitching on primetime. I don't know, man. I don't want to bet on the Bears. I think you guys are getting it twisted. I think way more people are like, the Bengals stink. They almost lost. They start slow. The Jags looked good. See, that's the thing. You got to try to poke holes. What's Pickett saying? Great question. Great question. Let's go look. Pickett users are sharp. We know that. You got to poke holes. I think the hole to be poked is people saying the Jags look good. You think ETN is getting 143 yards? Everyone and their mom is going to be on the Lions, I feel like. Me too. I think the Lions are more obvious than the Bengals. You're crazy. That's not true. I think more people are saying that the Jags look good. Let's see what the poll is. Poll is saying Bears +6 versus the Lions. Interesting. 12-6. Pickett splits. Let's go look. Let's go look. If I can find this fucking game. Here we go. A lot of money on the under. Not a whole lot of volume yet. Man, nobody likes the Bears. Okay. So basically 3/4 of the wagers are on the Lions right now on the spread. Let's go look at the Bengals. Look at that spread. Way more people on the Jags. Telling you right now, I think you guys keep your ears open. Keep your ears open. Omaha. Keep your ears open. I bet you hear some Jags love this week. I bet you. I bet you. Yeah, say it. That's true. Pickett is sharp. Pickett is sharp. I'm just saying right now, sharps like the Jags. Sharps like the Jags. Bengals large. Ooh, large wagers are 1-0. Don't forget. Bears will probably win outright. Jags will lose by 3. It would be fucking funny. 14-8. More people said the Bears. What's Ballpark Pal saying about it? Very funny. Very funny. All right, let's keep moving. Way more money on that game, man. Dallas is 6 against the Giants. Listen, if you want to take a stab on the Giants +6, I wouldn't hate it. I thought the Cowboys looked pretty fucking good. I thought the Cowboys looked good. I mean, there's people betting this early typically aren't your average Joes. It's Corn and buddies who bet CLV. Sure. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So the sharps like the Lions and the sharps like the Jags. Yeah. Cowboys won last 8 for the Giants. Don't forget owner's box. That's right. Thank you very much for reminding me. At this point, I will rate owner's box. I've been yapping a lot. I do got to take like 5 to 10, let my vocal cords reset. A lot of yapping up here by yourself for 2 hours. Did anybody do a solo stream for 2 hours? This is exhausting. It really is. This is exhausting stuff. I love doing it though. I really do. My throat starts to hurt. I haven't even had a cigarette in a long time. Could go for one though. Yeah. Oh yeah, Snowman fucking rules. Snowman fucking rules. Gotta get Snowman up here again. I should have had Snowman up here again. That's what I should have done. I fucked up. I got a pretty corp week tomorrow. So tomorrow we're streaming. I've got some stuff to do in the afternoon. I got a 4 to 5, which is kind of tight. It's the only time I can go show this one place, and then I'll get right back over here as soon as I can for the Degenerate Hour, 7 to kick off, which I'm very much looking forward to. I think Greg and Steak will be ready for that on the Pickett YouTube. Make sure you go there. Here's the link, by the way. Always like to remind you guys at Pickett Sports. Shout out to Pickett for letting us host. We have a great time. There's that message pinned. If you're in Twitch, go to youtube.com/Pickett Sports on the YouTube. Subscribe. You'll get notified when we go live. Fuck Greg is right, Bowman. Thank you very much. Yep, love that. Let the fuck Greg's ring in the Twitch chat. YouTube a little light tonight, but I want to point out YouTube chat was fucking lit last night. Lit. There were so many people in YouTube last night on the evening stream. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm glad we did it and made it happen. We will do our best bets video and continue to put that on the YouTube. Let's drink. Sure. I was drinking quite a bit last week. Took yesterday off. Felt good. I gotta go hit the sauna. I have not been eating well either. That's what happens when you're a little sleep deprived. Got to freaking I think we're getting my dog figured out. I mean, he's totally blind now, which is a wrench we didn't really expect, but he's navigating pretty well. Dogs are resilient creatures. It's great. Also, can I mention about my DM to you? USF sharp line more towards Boise, Texans. Yep. You're absolutely were right. Keep your eyes open. Yes. I gave you credit for that call. I did. I also kind of blame you for talking me off the Raiders. That was my POD the entire summer. And then I changed it to the Lions. No big deal. No big deal. Genty got in, but you're right. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I don't know what to listen. I'll give you an overreaction. Giants offense. Terrible. Jackson Dart should start. This could be a buy low spot on Russell Wilson. Am I doing it? Fuck. Hell no. Man, I think the Cowboys played really well. The Eagles are good. They are good. What's going to happen is if you take the Giants, you're going to look up and you're going to be like, holy shit. And you realize this is a fucking Cowboys team that went in there and went toe-to-toe with the Eagles, Super Bowl champs. Pretty impressive. I got one question for you guys, though. The more I think about it, is 6 kind of fat? Is 6 a pretty respectable line? I mean, what the fuck were the Commanders? Oh, they opened 4.5. They've been bet up to 6. Sharps like the Cowboys. Come on. This is the thing. You guys can't shit on me for giving credit when it's due. I mean, I start fucking glazing JJ McCarthy, or I don't even glaze. I just said that. I set myself up. But you guys say I'm glazing JJ McCarthy. I'm just giving the kid his respect and his credit. You got to give credit to the Cowboys. How can you not? They banged with the Eagles. You're running it back with Javonte. I don't know yet. I like Dak passing, man. I thought Dak looked really good. My question is, can you attack? Can you attack the Giants secondary? I will say the Giants secondary seemed to have played pretty well. They were making life difficult for Jaden Daniels, but Jaden Daniels made some throws, and then I saw his receivers have probably 5 or 6 drops. That Javonte bet was sharp last week. Thank you, Jack. I'm glad you saw that. The game script will be back. It will be back. I did take that Chiefs bet, the 20 plus thing for plus 210. That did not hit. No excuses. That crossing route where Travis Kelce took out Xavier Worthy didn't do us any favors, but that was a shit wager. And then I took off on the what was the game that I took off? I'm drawing a blank. When did I fly back? I flew back on Monday. Who played Monday? Oh, I didn't have a game script for the Vikings Bears. I don't want to force it. I like doing these. I like giving you my thoughts. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But I don't want to force it, because then that's going to dilute the quality of the game script. As much as I love content, I love pushing content out there. It's got to be authentic. That's the one thing I got to try to pride myself. You got to stand for something, right? I'm going to have awful reads. I'm going to have awful wagers. You guys have just stuck through one of my worst stretches of gambling in my fucking 38 years of existence. The least I can do is be authentic if I'm gonna be an atrocious gambler at times. Finally had a green picket calendar in August. God damn, that felt good. It really did. I love looking at this picket calendar. Hated looking at it May, June, and July. Hated it. God, it fucking sucked. Oh, hold on. I got a corp text. Okay. We can get that. Okay. I'm gonna raid book it or not book it. I'm gonna raid owner's box here. Oh no, my laptop's gonna fucking die. What am I at? 32%. I should be got. You're 38. Looks younger than that. Thank you. I want to make sure my wife's on a call, but anytime somebody says, she says I look old as shit. She's like, oh, your skin's wrinkly. I am. She's like telling me, you ever think about Botox and all this shit? I got balding up here. My hairline's receding. I feel old. That's what happens when you abuse your insides. Most of my 20s and late teens. I wasn't necessarily a healthy individual. A lot of drinking, a lot of smoking, a lot of partying. It was fun. If I could go back, I probably would have taken school a little bit more seriously. Kudos to everybody who did. Owner's box is ready. Awesome. We love to hear that. But I did have a good time. But I'll tell you, when you get older, you feel it. You feel it. I'm hurting. As much as I love a green juice. I love a sauna. I love my incline treadmill walk. I did one this morning. I like running for about 2 miles. Then my knees hurt. Where was I? I just start rambling. I go off script. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'd have dementia. I did have too many concussions when I was a kid. That's why I'm not letting my kid play football. Nope. Sorry. I'm done. I got my ass kicked when I was a freshman playing fucking with the seniors. My God. Especially playing linebacker. You just get there in the A gap, the fullback comes full speed and just fucking nails you, knocks you off your feet. That's brutal. Football's a brutal sport. Anyways, Denver 2.5 on the road against the Colts. This is a really good one. Talk about an overreaction. I mean, holy fuck. What do we do with the Colts, guys? Are we buying into the Colts? Add beet to the add beetroot to the mix. I love beets. I do. I get a beet juice a couple times a week, and then it's funny because the day after you have the beet juice, you wake up in the morning, you take a shit, you wipe your ass, you look, and you're like, oh my god, I'm bleeding. I got to call the doctor. It takes you about a solid 5 seconds to remember that you had the beet juice, and you're like, never mind, I'm good. Happens every time. It's great. I mean, it's not great, but it's great to realize that you had the beets and you're not bleeding out of your ass. WD Jen, thanks for the advice. I've never tried alcohol or smoking. Good. Well, I'm not saying you don't have to go that far, You can try it. Just don't abuse it, moderation with everything. Please, dear God, let's give one more Danny Dimes masterclass. Yep. Grow up and have a bidet. Yeah. Right. Who wants to back DJ? I'm not quite ready to get there. Listen, I'm all for the fade and the regression of the Denver Broncos, but I don't know. I mean, the Colts played the Miami Dolphins. They made them look lost. It made them look terrible. Is that credit to their defense? Danny Dimes played a fucking great game. Offensive line was amazing. Is the Dolphins defense bad? It's gonna be a much bigger test here. Much bigger test. How do these two teams put up points? How do they put up points? Doesn't this seem like an under game? Is it too obvious of an under game? I just always like to talk about that stuff. I'll still bet it if I love it. I'm looking at the early splits. Let's go see what Pickett says. I mean, I like the under in this game. Colts revenge game after Denver knocked them out of the playoffs last year. Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's see what Pickett has to say. Oh, boy. Yep. Look, Pickett Sharps love the under. How much have they moved the number? See, this is where I did ask the Pickett guys. I like looking at this line movement. Actually, no, like is an understatement. I love looking at this line movement. I can't quite tell. See, I just see the odds. I don't see the total. I wanted to ask them about that. See, like the odds movement is interesting. So this is for the over. So it went -110 to plus. So I'd have to imagine that means the under's getting hit. And the juice is moving accordingly, So thanks, Malcolm. Thanks for joining, man. We appreciate it. We're going to shut it down here in a minute. Oh, it's 12:03. We're going to get you guys over to Owner's Box. Listen, we're going to talk more NFL with Steak tomorrow. We got our pregame show with Pickett. We'll see you guys then. I'm going to raid Owner's Box. We'll chop it up. I'm going to give my vocal cords a rest. I've been talking like a motherfucker. Thanks for hanging out as always, guys. We appreciate it. And we will see you. Hold on. Raid Owner's Box Sports. Yep. Thank you, IJTTD. Yep. W Streamer. Appreciate it. Aloha. Thank you. I fear Daniel Jones might turn to the next Saquon Barkley after leaving the Giants. That would be so fucking funny, Jimmy NY. That would be funny. Thanks, guys, in the YouTube chat. You're awesome. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Like the stream as well. Helps the algorithm. And fuck the TikTokers. Gen Zers always distract me with their stupid fantasy questions. I actually might go live on TikTok later. I got to do some shit in the afternoon, but I'll be free later in the evening. I'll yell at some fucking kids to get off my lawn. Oh, Mario Hampton or fucking Javonte Williams.